Abusia mama mo bibia kwa ba emfa mbra Mega TV efidikasi eso. Abusia ye nyina ye nim Alan Kyeremanten ni dwumadi a odi okọ media to isanse wapa ni na yi campaign ehun ntoma ne plans a watu din the great transformational plan. Alan Kyeremanten ekọ media tour from one radio station to one radio station. Nabusia ensem bia APP mu no ye nyina wokrom ha na yeti se enkofo bi nso atwen muti yenim se omo ye political party o, se omo ye movement o, se omo ye club o, se omo ye association o, se omo ye group o, se omo ye society o, se den ena omo aba abonten omo se omo from Yellow Ghana. Na Yellow Ghana no ohwe omo afade na omo ahusu a na chese bibia yellow, just like Yewra Alan Kyeremanten the movement no a afrafranto edom no. When Alan Kyeremanten mo bisa no said debio opankase sa eniema we ekoso yi onso unim hu bibi ana se sen ena esitie kiremu kakra. Alan dia tudwa waka nsem bibre bekọ ne kwakoti owura no nsem odi tudwa na me poru hu kakra oso no de sankofo na mo hihye kire mu di se adwuma no. He know say e downplay, he know say e nkofo binom undercovered ena mo di se adwuma na ompeso omodi undermine na yi ne movement ana se omodi say eniema bi ompeso obeba be ye the president of this country no. Owura Alan edin sembebre atudwa yebeko ne kwakoti ensem no. Apart from that, Owura Alan has shared experience, ideas on Ghana's economy, how oba unemployment rates, any Ghana, ye taxes baby, and Yema e coso no. Alan Kyeremanten so betimi minimize Yema. Me de bia meka, me bana me be kon we bi ho asem sisi ya, men kan kire se koto abama no. Mega media mintimi kire obi ato abama no. Yes, I media me akufado no se an se media mintimi kire se koto abama NPP ana NDC an president. Minso me we dem kwa me ni president ya adwen me ni akufado ya adwen. Ai Mr. Adusho boy Nana Gagai, Nana Adusho boy aka Nana Minfiobia asi bukuru ma yeti nsem ho enti no na me bana me kan nsem bi se ya nkyese ko na kotoma Alan Kyeremanten because me Alan ngaza minjindi ko baby ofiri ba no eni mo bi okofofo ni di okeka enti no amame mega metie yi emeni no kwari meka che ose koto wabama Alan ebegina ebia oye independent candidate so a wafiri NPP amayuko ni mu na eniema bi. Apart from that no minti kan sisu dia bebre enka sede na meka maye papa akompreko senka delegate no nkoto aba emfama owura no na omidi Ghana ni because Alan mahuni se ono so kra no yobi a sebia budu sebia nya de to de bia negotiations bi niema because wa oma ne tibiam eba for kakra but anyway ni supporters a ombeto aba ma no de ho no enti yebeko ne akwakoti owura Alan Kyeremanten onomunyamfo ba akope ai Alan the NPP ayi ni bio NPP for maza mamu yes amanya dio na mu be mu smoothness level in this upcoming election mu say Alan relevant and onye relevant mu be say Alan Kyeremanten wo ho no mo relevant and onye relevant. After dealing with Alan na chita for masan saki omo munko join wo pa ayese ono maame akọ baby na o maame no sebia buru sebia nyaado apamukafo abo no ye mekira kromfo apamukafo ayen bibi na wa akwada na odi akiri no omasia ma big warning se wonim na otiemu a ye be yo bibi ebi ena wodi Alan no omubo Alan na yipa ni police station agent nani owura no mo chi ni san ko she den mu so nkasa omfa ni saa ene na ma Alan ni briye no enti ene hu Alan afrafranto den ni na ye sa case na ene ma Alan ene wako joini baby or joini, and it is sad some people for numbers and one kasa mu elections are more for internally now mobility segment here we are any Boise East member of parliament former in Edward Enin or some people for being shed your bonny or maybe abe pacho. It is conversational after this video ni bedi hon komo na ya dumo se kokakra median mega mesrewada hanum your authentic platform you are #1 political platform authentic what you say bomodna na subscribe na like dumadi no share na afoforo nya bi enhwe me ma me tie ba afo ehwe me de bia ma me yakopon hirawo ma me roya bi me ma me mo ya de pa me ma me mienu yi mo ya de ba ko UK ma me roya bi na ma me ye tie ba afo nso wo America yakopon hirawo ba yakopon hirawo de bia mo support yakopon nya mo kese yenko tie nsem no emfa bra yellow Ghana Alan of fire yenko tie ne ko ba yebeto aso
called Yellow Ghana that has just been making the rounds on traditional and social media. Are they affiliated to you in any way? What's your thoughts on their launch or their presence on the scheme?
They are not affiliated to the movement for change in any way. And because I've been in this game for some time, I know this is an undercover operation to try and destabilize.
An undercover operation by who?
What we are doing. And if you have a situation where for all these years we've not heard about Yellow Ghana. Now Alan comes with a magical brand of the movement for change with a symbol of the butterfly and with this bright yellow invigorating color scheme. And then somebody comes out with what? Yellow Ghana. Yes, I branded my youth wing.
Distracting
my youth wing is the Yellow Army.
Yep.
That's the Yellow Army.
Mm-hmm.
And now, and people will be shocked. Let's wait till we get to December and let the people decide. So if somebody comes up, it is his right. We cannot stop him. So you come and choose the same colors, yellow and black, and then you have the right. Nobody will stop you.
Right. When did you realize the NPP did not buy into your vision, and why didn't you leave sooner?
I know this matter comes up all the time. Oh, you are part of the government.
Mm-hmm.
What I want the people of this country to understand is that collective responsibility is not the same as individual accountability. The fact that you are part of a government, does it mean that you cannot have your own views about what goes on in government? Obviously not. And everybody who knows about my political career would appreciate that I speak my mind. I've done that all my political life. And people in government now have known my position on these matters all the time. Sometimes I take the position that when you are in a family, you don't wash all your dirty linen, at the same time.
But by leaving, it's a big telltale sign.
I know people disagree with that position.
Mm-hmm.
That yes, you are part of a government. I've helped to bring it to a level where I would have thought that would have moved forward. If I come out and then provide a new sense of direction, people should even applaud me now for being able now to have the courage to come out and say that this is not working.
That's one way. Others may see it as taking credit for the good and then dropping the ball on what may appear to some as not the not so good parts.
No, what is not the good part? I have been the brain behind many of the most important achievements of this government. Many of them. I'm talking because everybody is given a responsibility in government. For example, if there's doomsday, you will not expect the Minister for Trade and Industry to be given an account of why the lights are not
It
on.
affects businesses,
but
factories,
I'm saying
production
timelines. To give an account of why. It affects it, and you are interested in it. You want to get the lights on to support your industry. But are you saying that that the Minister for Industry should be held responsible for national security, for example, or for something that is working in another? It doesn't work like that. Many people do not have any ideas about how governments work. As I said, I've been in government twice. I've helped as much as I can. Now, if things are not going the way that I believe it should, I have every right. And it takes very few people with courage to be able to do that. And that's why I came out. And I'm proud that I came out because people in government understand what I have done in government and what I can do. It's no secret. The things I've been fighting, or I fought for in government, people are aware of the fact that if I become president, this country will change. There's no doubt about that. So it is a question of at the right time.
Right. Someone asked
at the right time.
Your plan for addressing the depreciation of the cedi, and there was another question on funding of political parties, and the conversations around should political parties be state funded and whatnot. So depreciation of the cedi, what's the plan?
Yeah, the depreciation of the cedi, as we're talking about
it before.
So depreciation of the cedi, or how you manage your currency, is a question of supply and demand of foreign exchange. And because it's a question of supply and demand, the starting point is you have to do things that will bring you more foreign exchange. That is the starting point. And the only way you can get more foreign exchange is to export. And that is why if you look at my Bible, there's an elaborate program for export development. Within a matter of maximum 3 years, our export revenue will hit not less than $30 billion. Right now, we just depend on cocoa. How much do we get out of it? $2 billion. At best, maybe gold, a very small part of what we earn, But I have been driving this national export strategy. And by 2030, we'll be earning about 25 billion. So the point is that first you need somebody who understands what it will take. And it's a question then of execution once you are in government.
Right. Let's take a couple of more questions from our screen, and then when we return, we'll try and find some answers for those ones. Valerie, what's the screen saying?
The screen is busy going through a couple of them. Ghana is saying, no for us. Where were you part of what we're going through? Not again. But he's asking what is he going to do about fuel and Dumso and Galamsey. Also, Dela is saying, Honorable Alan, what's your assessment of the current administration, that's Akufo-Addo's government compared to former President Kufuor's government? Would you say ex-President Kufuor's government was better? Dela is asking this. Okay, so
looks like we have got quite a few more. So bottom up assessment of the current administration under His Excellency Nana Addo and the one under His Excellency.
What is the point for us in spending executive time discussing the past? I'm moving forward.
Okay. You'd rather focus on the future.
Let's focus on the future.
So what's the plan to reduce fuel prices, improve the energy situation with regards to Dumso and then Galamsey? Let's start with fuel.
Very much. Fuel prices, again, is very simple. Because we import fuel, it comes back to the exchange rate. If your local currency is depreciating in value, then obviously when you import, the cost of what you import would always be going much higher because it is your city is depreciating. And so for us to reduce the cost of fuel, two things. We have to fix our foreign currency depreciation. And we've talked about that, how to fix that one. And then secondly also, since we are now producing oil and gas in our country, then we must take steps to add value to our oil and gas resources.
I hear a tall conversation coming up in there.
Yes, and then that will reduce the demand for imported fuel products.
Okay.
Because if you're adding value to your oil and gas, then the issue of depreciation of your currency affecting the cost of fuel will not arise.
Galamsey, this is water from one of our rivers, and we are told that its effect on not just the water bodies but on our broad agric sector and the agric space is telling, and it's beginning to come to bite us all in uncomfortable places. What would be your strategy?
First, Galamsey has to be dealt with in a pragmatic way. If you go to communities where the main occupation is farming, you deal differently with such communities than when you go into areas where the main preoccupation is small-scale mining. So in communities where you have small-scale mining, the reason why we have Galamsey is because the young people who are engaged in small-scale mining do not have the permits and the rights or concession from the Minerals Commission to mine. So it's illegal mine. That's what Galamsey is. That is what Galamsey is. Illegal mine because you don't have the permit or the concession to mine. But this is what they do on a daily basis. Like you go to communities where they are also farming on a daily basis. You need to have a progressive way of dealing because the people are already there. It's not just about talking about stopping Galamsey.
So the Minerals Commission, for example, has been talking about community mining schemes, bringing these groups of illegal miners together and offering them, approved concessions and regulating the activities to ensure you agree with.
I agree with that, but you see, the implementation so far is not along the lines that we are discussing now. So they have community mining. Community mining, they provide licenses for communities to be able to undertake small-scale mining. My proposal is that whether you like it or not, these young guys are already on the ground. So my proposal is that bring them together and then create companies, not cooperatives, create companies owned by the same young people. So small-scale mining companies owned by the Galamseyers. And then government now, through a program, buys machinery and equipment for these companies. And on a work and pay basis, once they are able to do work and they are productive, whatever they get from that activity becomes what they will use to pay off the loans or whatever that government is able to arrange for them. But the starting point is for the Minerals Commission to license them, because if they are licensed, then it's no longer illegal mining. So but it's not just about licensing them.
Making sure they do things the way they are expected.
Yes, and the only way you can do that is to provide them with the machinery and equipment, and also to provide them with management support.
Right.
So that's what we have proposed. All these Galamsey young people will now become owners, shareholders of small companies that are run on a professional basis. That is the key.
We'll be wrapping this up in a few minutes. So, opportunity to tell the people of Ghana why you want to be president. Why do you want to be president? And what do you have to offer?
I want to lead the process of building a modern industrialized economy that provides equal opportunity to all its citizens, irrespective of their ethnic, religious affiliation or political affiliation. That process of creating a modern, prosperous society would involve certain policy interventions that will lead to the prosperity that we are all aspiring to. And so by introducing the Great Transformational Plan, which is the policy blueprint to help us get to a stage where we have a prosperous economy, you need a certain kind of leadership. And I believe that looking at my record outside government, more importantly outside government, but also within government over the years, I have what it takes: first, the vision, the competence, the integrity, and then the action orientation to be able to lead that process. Yes, I've played my role as a minister in 2 administrations, but I have what it takes to move Ghana forward in a transformational way.
Speak to the people of Ghana
And
look
that is
at them
and that is exactly why I'm running for president. And the Great Transformational Plan is the plan of action that will lead us from instability to stability, and then to growth, and then resilience and prosperity. In the Great Transformational Plan, we have not just the promise, but also the plan of action and the roadmap to bring Ghana to where we need to be.
You cannot do it alone, and you have a solid team already, some of whom are with you here today. Who's going to be your running mate?
We'll cross the bridge very soon.
How soon should we expect that announcement?
We'll cross the bridge very soon. I'll come here and make the announcement.
Promise.
Yes, I will.
We will hold you to it, and then we will expect that we will talk to you.
Yo, empanyinfo mo bibi akwaba abusia mabusia fo ne mo isanse de bia mo na mo hwe de bia mo na mo ne yedi nkomo ayomon be di attempt de no mu die unu obi nya adwena ade a politics e wo so hu ni se so bi kan asem ukohwe obi platform na o kan se woni ne nya adwena enka the best thing abey ni se obehwe no na wakọ baby. So be subscriber, it is up to you. One subscriber, it is up to you. Subscription and is what type you will so. So be just not to ma. It is part of the subscription. One jin to ma. It is not part of the subscription. But so we know attacking the panel in the comment section. We know we didn't attempt who that kind of threat, you know. Well, Ghana, Africa, this is what is killing us. Yeah, shepherding him near can acquire achena. You be your judgment, be full biti baby mufanchemi, or so 2 coin, or Italy, or so America, or so UK, or so Canada, Germany, or moody system no moyen or ho, or moodium painful, the one washishan yama, intino, obeshe. Now, after all that enjoyment, now all from Muhonomo, a Juma winyaye, every even cry be every 2 weeks, we take to Yagana, her mountain, or crown, a Tolebiana, a watch beginning. Ubeja san ni mapani na ho na ye fighting ma na ye tima ye ho chire ye. Every day we pay taxes. Brana baby sha Ghana light bill, utility bills, come and ask. And near my body, but all these things we manage to come out and speak. And conforming kasa o mo treti o mo no mo kun no mo yisi, but you have taken all that risk. And a babontin and a kasama any momo share, and you got the nerves and gas to come and insult us. Who do want them? Who do want them? Because Ghana no ne ya, and let me tell you, in the first place, no utu kwanko abuchi ko yeden. Say Ghana ya, e didn't ya mabrofun mum and a mumba na omo emeye dwuma o hani enti omoka. Broni fini kruba yi ono eno bibie dwuma o ha no sentia Ghana nika. Didn't ya ko hono mayen ko bie dwuma ni enti omoka. mibisa wa wo hwe oti UK a wo hwe me de bia o si akwa we die na adwen ya akwa we de bia obetena se okeka nkwase ase odidi mpemfa atem mindi obi atem. Let me ask you, oti UK ho a wo ye adwuma no abrofo na wo ye adwuma mo no at the end of the month wo na atu mo ka no wo na utu aka. They paid you. They pay you every month and you are well satisfied with whatever that you are doing. Oti America the same thing. Oti Canada the same thing. Germany and you say nko mo man no mototo na se said Ghana ye mpemfo ye ya enka ukọ ho no besene. Ye bisa wo enti e to de bia uba na obi kasa, don't hesitate and draw conclusion. Me respond to be a comment, but I am trying to pass this out. Especially ya kasa we are fucking for omo treat omo e be quite me straight to the extent say one o kasa e o fun so na o treat o masa wan hwe ya o kwa esusa na ade. But I'm telling you, me kwan show be ansem, and no human being can take away my life except the Almighty Allah, the God who created me. And you know, eto de bia ye kan kwara mamu megina ho no nye se mo ya angel and if you buchire no bet na Ghana na yin nti na na nhwe how the system is. Enka mo ba obi fra buchi Ghana ni kwa buchire a obetimi atena ho for so many years obeduru Ghana enenko a ochina opeso sanko ye misa se die ntia oman ni mu nye de oman no niema nkoyi but enua edien gold diamond edien chese natural resources ni na no kurom ha eno mu fafiri edeko ye misa se edien ntia ye yetie manmu ena abrofo no edi se adwuma no omudi nua bekwa akoye akundwa free wonam America wonam UK Canada why comfortable na otena bi so ba bibini kurom kuba aduane wotwa ato fom wasenya se no edien na ekoso ya adwen no the mentality no enye inti ye na agya Nyankopon ma ye nyansa kakra na ye nso ya tena se hu se niema we ye ekoso no emmom moman ni nkonani inti se mpanfo no na omo aya odie mpanfo na no mubu bebi se die emo na gine mu jama ne nko na die aka na yenye de yembo ho bane nti for that matter no yenso agya ye fifa ye ba no we have to come out and tell our young generation, our people following us, say no mpanfo ye we amwaye nti yesere mo mamu ba no so mamu nyibi ye we ya ye bone anuanom meka we ya mega makambone nti utina baby na oye se o abranti we die okasai ni ha odidi mpanfo atem mpanfo ni ade abusia ye mpanfo na de bia ye de omu ye horo mo no anye so munim de ekoso. They know the rights. Yembisa say ye den NPP aban buy omudi free CHS buy ne anye NDC pencil anye yewra John Ajekunku for the pencil anye ye Rollins pencil anye yewra Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah pencil any yewra Akufo-Addo buy the buy because we are seeing equality and they thought say this is the right time. And I say maybe I was say Ghana ni etimiko suapon suku and I say new suapon krana and for so suku ye SHS no otiminya free but ena ye buy look at how the system is ready sebi obrani amane stress ayu inti ye ba na ye kan kware na you thought say ye didu mpemfo atem you thought say ye de ye mu mpemfo abusia one hour because they be me say me how I was nurtured, how I was raised up, how I was trained. No, I am not trained to come and insult any penny. Even my younger people no crown I don't insult. But I thought there be the situation at hand, you know, and how you deal with it. The situation at hand on my way you're paying for I see ye development so we have everything. The country about 40 million I think say in Dukra. Look at how we are suffering. Nigerian go and check it, check it. Go and check. Almost state ba kokra ebe eya so achen Ghana buja. Olosho is a infant and I den infant to America go and check one state. California ni keka ho New York City ni dia chese Georgia Atlanta ni Esosin Ghana about 150 million. Me kwa me na me kan me check here just exaggeration, and I say okay, just imagination keke. Me mami chiba for na right person to answer my question. I know say me mami hwe me obema me the exact figure of American population. And in all this, huge number, no, they have been able to cater for themselves. America, omutu petrol now. I'm not sure. Ghana, a lot of natural resources, including lithium, but we have not been able to, manage it well. Into the piano, everything that we does, and why. Mini penny biatemo, I am saying the truth. Mama yam fan of Korenante. Okoburo ni kuroma. Me, Nansia. Me huna nso nipa bi nya kwan etu kwan na okoye how the instruction, how things are moving, no. I say, hey, Ghana, we are joking. Na okotu nya Ghana ni wo hokra na ono akwatena for so many years no esa na adwenboni nti no so oyisu na adwen wo so wanya obi osuro nyame wanya obi asebie buru se bi nya ado na adwen wo fia wahu se waba foforo no a wuni beebi ti no obetimi asisiw yenti kuroma ena nkofo bebre eba abontin beka se oh enko obeko abuchi omi se simasi da abontin obentini da abontin anye se bia sika no ni waji obi to me krata bi ti se ni ID card ko no ko oni dwumadi okọ onyenya krata nti waji obi krata odi ye adwuma ba ni pakora waji ni krata ni san adwumboni nti sika no mutu akọ se munye ntuae nti such a person no onya baby accommodate ne ho itu ko hu we abuchi no ka se abuchi ko ni pada abontina. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Iti misramo Ghana me pe Ghana sempa. That is why I'm a Ghanaian. That is why I am what I say. Me country, because I'm a proud Ghanaian. Or mine, any year, any that's all in America for see Ghana for more America in Kuruma. Unko Burkina, ye Ghana ni unko Burkina, unko Switzerland, unko Indonesia, unko Zimbabwe, unko South Africa. Your streets oba Ghana. Nensia ye papa compare ko hifo pa Lebanon. Lebanon. Omo Ghana fo bi nko ka ho a na e wo se omo di omo back yi. Ye papa compare ko kin de Japan no yi ni bottom sika. E di omo ba Ghana. Omo ko form omo anfo mo nko Togo, omo anfo mo nko Cote d'Ivoire, omo anfo mo nko mo kan say Zimbabwe. Omo di omo ba Ghana because they are from Ghana. Kunturu hware a de kira na eko. Iti why say yenyo omani ye na in case chine bibia timisi abrofo we bibia timisi o bibia timisi sa NATO omo mo join NATO American Russia mo kan say Canada kan ho sa NATO group no mo bibia timisi and how nyema isiko wiase no so anything at all can happen inti antena ye kurum ne ya mbiodi kuruni ya chine bi omo sore ne na omo ka say hey, mokra munsi ekurum biwa biantre ni kuruma edien enebe as a Ghanaian, edien enebe as a citizens. This is why I did kasa. Intuti abruchi na yo se wakotena bruchi ntu mfa hwe ho a. Emre bi beduru na se omoka hwe se mentina omukurum biwa. Oba ahanu ma ye kase hanye no. Oni na ababe oni ye beba betina hanu. Na se nka ye kan no ma ye kan ya nka mpanfo no ebe bibia ma ye. I don't care whether you allow me or you don't allow me. I'm going to say it always. I'm going to say it. No amount of insult, no amount of threat can, change my topic. And the BIA Mama ye collective. Mama ye do especially my main fire we need to yemian welcome to for. Obi kusheni mi o hono ma odwin se o menu ni Ghana ni makoshia no. Bon se obi ni pamu na wakofa Nigeria ni na one ne delete ni nua adwembone we na editi kuro mu akuro no enkoso no adwembone we meaning say a lot of diaspora mo hwe me pa Ghana for mo abuchi ni say mo hwe me a lot of you nti bi kura betimi a share ni experience okoye foforo de wa enkofo no ankase ne nua Ghana ni enkanyame anye na doma nka oma ne ho akire no. You see, intino sa subani you di to oman we mu. You see politicians in but our behavior contributes a lot to this retrogression of Ghana's development. Our behavior massively takes place. It can't be an because you suban bonny. Utiminum so we the senin himself the bottom will be to shame who does be an wadamping kama no the at one. The seni ebe jai at one, but he come one or be jam. And they saw the calling phone, so be could be few, so be could be pass you, or be could be office you. He don't care, he doesn't care, the person doesn't care. And this kind of behavior, you thought say or minor, you answer say be you cannot crash you cannot crash you. They be a couple politicians I said the politicians that we see now, they were like us, they were raised in the same community. I never know me and you know. And you be a politician, mega mitiwe, adetim no hunam ye Minister of Energy and Natural Resources. Abusia, I was once like you, not me no ewo community. It is a middle subampedia, there's subanina me denedino, and no enemy co denedi ewo office, middle subambonedia, that same behavior and a medico. And painfobi ebu be say, suban et is a saying, ultimate infancy. Inti ene me kan kware pa dia kiro timamufo ya nsese suban you say politicians no. And me I don't want to say it because timamufo ya na ye politicians because we decide. Timamufo ya na ye politicians no. What you say? Ya na ye politicians no because we decide. Ya na decide. Intebusia, a word to your wise is in the northern region. Go and pick it and go your way. Nyankopo nshirawo. Message or subscribe to the channel now. While I keep you na wa share na for friend bia. Median mega. Nyankopo nshirawo. Bye bye. Ebesensia.